I made a video on the battle of the two ancient bloodlines. As you can see, Cain, the Canaanites, came from the union of Eve and Satan. And then there's Adam. Adam's bloodline of Eve and Adam starts with Seth because Cain killed Abel. The enemy tells us that there are too many people on the planet, right? But the scriptures tells us to be fruitful and multiply. Children are a heritage from Adonai, offspring a reward from him, like arrows in the hands of a warrior. Are children born in one's youth, blessed is the man whose quiver is full of them. In the scripture, Son of Man refers to Yahushua as well as a general term for human beings, and you will also see that in the reading of Psalms 4. Adonai Yah asks, sons of men, will you forever turn my glory into shame by worshiping the silly idols when every claim that's made from them is false? So there are two bloodlines. So we are the children of men, which leads me to the movie Children of Men. In this movie, in the future, the women are sterile and they can't have children anymore. And they're trying to protect this one particular woman because she's the last woman who happens to be pregnant. There goes Eve. So in the future, the only way that you will be able to conceive will be through artificial wombs or through science, but not through the way the Creator wants us to be born into this world. I'll share with you a couple of clips from his recent video. He goes on YouTube under Black Sheep Researcher. He does great videos. This one is called The Sterile Agenda, and he also does a lot of videos on Janus. I explained this in past videos already. This is the God that they serve, Janus and Sabil, which happens to be Lucifer and Satan. Also mentions the number 11 because the number 11 is Janus' number. Under the gematria for the number 11 comes Asarel. Asarel is the angel of death. Abba did not create the angel of death. I explained this in past videos. There are two gods, the living God and the God of the dead. And right now we're in the land of the dead. Yah did not make death, and he takes no pleasure in the destruction of the living. And on the bottom here, in the kingdom of hell upon earth, because we're in the land of the dead right now. In the book of Revelation, it tells you two things. One, that Yahushua died and he took back the keys of death and Hades. And it also tells you that death and Hades will be destroyed at the end. So you might want to keep that in mind for all those people that like to worship the Santa Muerte. So war is another way of keeping down our numbers because they all serve the same master.
I have always been told, you have always been told, they always have to show their hand.
We've now passed 7 billion on this planet. When I was born, it was a little over 2. Food prices rising, oil is ending. When our resources end in 20 years, given everything that we know of our species, do you really think we're going to just share?
So your answer to that is some kind of genocide?
No, it is not. It is not genocide. Our answer to this is Janus. Janus consists of a protein and an amino acid. Independently of each other, they're harmless. but when they're brought together in the subject, they act as a genetic trigger that prevents chromosomal division. The cell targeted can no longer replicate itself and is thereby rendered useless. The change is permanent and hereditary.
And which cells are targeted?
Those that control fertility, Becky. The purpose of Janus is to sterilize.